Arise, Ghana youth, for your country. The nation demand your devotion. Let us all unite to uphold him and make her great and strong. We are all involved. We are all involved. Okay, welcome people. This is your girl, AJ Afrique. Yeah, I've changed my brand name. So now it's now AJ Afrique. The brand name used to be AJ Opare. But now, due to one or two things that I considered, I'm now going to be called AJ Afrique. So subscribe to my YouTube channel, AJ Afrique. We are going to have a lot of informative stuff for you. So entertainment information when it comes to politics, when it comes to entertainment, when it comes to lifestyle, and name it. So let's drop this today on my political desk. AJ Afrique politics kakra. But it's positive. One thing is that today we have a good news. If the economy is not working, at least infrastructure there will say to me infrastructure. The president is working, Nana Akufo is working. The man is really working. He's working hard. Just that one or two things been in your man shut down but you follow no pa you share on the postings and you marketing it be no man who say Ghana is really working, but they need to work hard when it comes to the economic side, because the economy no na a boosty every sector akabia or Ghana ha inti no se economy ni nko yes anana ama bi papa bia we bia na say Ghana for you, but yeah, papa no ye adwuma. Nana is working. Nana the show boy is working. Inti na dia na yenya. The thing is, Nana has cut the sword, for 500 million euro. The friend is saying railway line on the Manso-Huni Valley Railway. So, this is huge. This is huge. I think Nana is trying. And he didn't just cut the sword though. Actually, work has commenced on this. Let me see. On this 500 million euro Manso-Huni Valley stretch. So Manso-Huni Valley stretch, our western region. I think Udu Taka, you take another car. There's a car it's a branch road in Taka. Yeah, and see. He has not only cut the sword, but then work has really commenced on that stretch. That's railway, because that place, I think there's a lot of minor activities going on there, and then in terms of plantation to cocoa and other farming activities do go on well there. So I think it's in the right direction. This is what Nanado, the information I gathered from his Facebook page. It says that on Tuesday, 5th July 2022, I was in Manso to cut the sword for the commencement of work on the 500 million euro Manso-Huni Valley Railway line, which covers some 70 kilometers. See, railway line I can I cost 500 million euros. It's going to cover the railway stretch of 70 kilometers. I think the professionals make calculation is it worth it? Well, I don't know much about that. So, and then the development of the Manso-Huni Valley section of the Western Line is the highest single investment for rail development since our nation gained independence, and expected to be completed within 42 months. And the 42 months in the calculator, so we have like 4 years, 2 months to complete this. If it is 42 months, or am I wrong? Yeah, 4 years, 2 months. So this is it. I have the video of the whole ceremony, so I wouldn't want to talk much. Let's go back and watch the video.
I've said on several occasions that one of the great tragedies of our post-colonial era was allowing our railway infrastructure, developed for us under colonial rule, to deteriorate completely. By January 2017, out of the 947 kilometers of colonial narrow gauge railway network bequeathed to us by the colonialists, barely 10% was operational. Indeed, the only addition to the network has been the 15-kilometer narrow gauge railway line built between 2012 and 2017 from Sekondi to Takoradi via Kujoko. Upon my assumption of office in January 2017, I was determined to change this statistic because I believe that the presence of an efficient railway system is critical to the progress and prosperity of our nation. This led me to the decision to re-establish the Ministry of Railways Development, which has started yielding fruits. Today's event, the cutting of the soil for the construction of the Manso-Huni Valley section of the Western Railway line on standard gauge, is a clear manifestation of the Akufo Addo government's policy to develop and grow the country's railway sector. Ladies and gentlemen, in recent times, the railway sector has received considerable investments for steady growth because government is committed to providing the necessary support to the sector in order to expand and modernize the railway infrastructure, which will enhance service provision to match the expectations of increasing demand for rail transport services. Besides the advantages of an effective mass transit system, rail transportation is an important facilitator of economic activities. It is the mode of transport which stands the best chance of integrating the economies of West Africa faster and more thoroughly. It has the potential to provide access to markets, enhance trade, tourism, and allied businesses, improve job creation, and inspire accelerated economic growth. The groundbreaking event involved in today's ceremony is an integral part of the series of infrastructural projects lined up to expand the provision of railway services. Key amongst the rail projects currently ongoing are the development of a new standard gauge railway line between the port of Tema and Pakadai in the Asio-Jaman district of the Eastern region. This project has reached an advanced stage of completion and will be soon handed over to government for operation. The development of the Western Railway line is also on course. The 22-kilometer section of the line from Kujokrom to Manso is proceeding steadily and is scheduled for completion before the end of this year. I'm delighted that even before the completion of this section, I'm here today to cut the sword for work to commence officially on the continuation of construction works for the development of the line from Manso to Huni Valley, which covers some 70 kilometers. This particular project includes the conversion of dual gauge tracks between Takrady and Kujokrom from narrow gauge to standard gauge. The construction of a new 8-kilometer standard gauge rail line within the Takrady port of the Takrady station, in order to have a continuous standard gauge connection from the port to the Nsuta bauxite mining site and other mines, will help facilitate the haulage and export of minerals. Nananum, ladies and gentlemen, these projects, among several others in the pipeline, which will commence soon, confirm the depth of commitment of my government to establishing a modern railway system in our nation. Government is committed to securing additional resources to complete the expansion of the new standard gauge rail network in the country, in line with the Railway Master Plan. The development of the Manso-Huni Valley section of the railway line, of the Western Line, is to be constructed at a cost of 500 million euros, the highest single investment for rail development since our nation gained independence. And is expected to be completed within 42 months. The contractor, Messrs. Amandi Investment Limited, has already mobilized to site, and it is my expectation that with this show of commitment by the stakeholders involved in this project, the contractor will execute the work with precision, on time, and on budget. Its record tells us that it will do so. Mr. Amandi, we saw the train on the old narrow Cartersburg gauge. Let us hope by the end of next year, we shall see the train to Nsita on the new standard gauge of the Akufo Addo. Some unpatriotic saboteurs in our communities have chosen to steal components of the railway system, including the tracks. This is exceptionally worrying and of great concern to the rest of us Ghanaians. I want to sound a strong word of warning to individuals perpetuating these criminal acts, that the law will take its course and the appropriate sanctions and punishment will be duly meted out to offenders. I urge each one of us to lend our support to the growth of the railway sector. A modern rail transport system will help promote industrialization, development, and job creation, and will thereby help uplift the general standards of living of the Ghanaian people. Ladies and gentlemen, Nana, may God bless us all in our homeland, Ghana, and make her great and strong. I thank you for your attention.
Okay, so that is it. I think we've heard it all from our president, and we're just praying and supporting him in all that he's doing for our dear nation. It's our prayer that sikadie ne nneɛma nketenkete bi ɛkɔ so corruption ne bribery corruption no ɛne nneɛma nketenkete bi ɛma ɔman ne nkɔ so no. All the times na ɔmo yɛ project bi saa na sikadie bi aba mu ne nneɛma, but we are so praying that good things will come to Ghana, and this is just the beginning. It's Ghana for that is it. This AJ Afrique. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel so that I can continue with this work. So until I come here another time, it's bye bye for now.